Doris, you are suing Maria because you lost a date over a bad hairdo?
Oh. Now we are 100% sure that this is not a real court because we all know Jerry Springer, may him rest in peace, but I loved the Jerry Springer show in the 90s. Jerry. Let's see what went wrong.
I've known Marie for about 20 years now.
Oh, okay.
We met in high school.
Yeah.
She dated my brother. You know, during COVID, I was doing like a lot of online dating, and I was really into this guy. We decided to do a live Zoom date. So I wanted to get my hair done.
Sounds like a good plan. But is your friend a hairdresser or not?
So I figured, why not call Marie and ask her to do my hair?
Had she ever done your hair before?
No, but she was in cosmetology school.
Oh, she was in cosmetology school, so she was still learning.
No,
So
I wasn't.
She said she was in a cosmetology school. That's why I asked her.
I'm confused. She says she's in cosmetology school, and her friend says, no, I'm not.
And she said she was doing cosmetology school. So I figured I'd call her, ask her to do my hair. I was super stoked for the date.
I was doing you a favor.
Okay. Yeah. What did you want done to your hair?
If you reference to Exhibit C,
Yeah.
that is called a piggyback perm.
A piggyback perm.
Yes, it's something very simple. That's what I wanted her to do.
If your hair is blonde, colored, bleached, you cannot do a perm. You cannot. We did that in the 80s, in the 90s, and we all know what they all looked like. Exploded heads with perms. So that was not good. So you want to look like the 80s? That's what you wanted?
Yes, and if you look right there at Exhibit D2, that's what I came out with. A hot mess, looking like something out of a darn 80s movie.
I told you. The 80s. If you are bleaching your hair or going blonde, you cannot mix a perm with it. And if you are closely reading the instructions of a perm, it says on the packaging, don't put it on bleached hair. It's really damaged. Oh my God, look at that.
Looks like you had sex.
Yeah, it was, she's looking like she had a very wild night.
Totally fried. So I'm on my live Zoom date. And the...
How long did that date last?
5 minutes.
Not my
5
fault.
minutes.
Not my fault.
It was so awkward. He kept like leaving and then like coming back to the screen and leaving.
I guess he was leaving to hold his laughter. Imagine that you are starting a Zoom date and this is popping on your screen. One exploded poodle. I think he has to pause and go away, questioning what happened.
And then he just literally gave an excuse. Look, I gotta go. My dog is sick. My dog is sick.
Wouldn't you go to the mirror first and say, well, I gotta... Why didn't you do that?
I couldn't do anything. I mean, it was like when you get a perm, it's permanent. It's completely permanent.
Well,
so
you can wet your hair. You can pull it back in a ponytail or something. But if you leave it dry and maybe comb it, it's really funny.
Did I take that picture?
And you paid how much for it?
$300.
Okay.
It looked
Exactly.
good. The day that I did it, it looked good.
$300 for somebody who is not in cosmetology school, that's a lot.
She had sex.
Totally did not have sex.
Look how wild it is. It looked way better when I did it.
No.
Yes.
We don't have any evidence of what it looked like when she did it. When was that picture taken?
That picture literally was taken the next day.
And did you call her and say, hey, can we fix this?
But then I did leave a voicemail a couple of weeks later.
Whoa. A couple weeks later? That's not good. A couple weeks? That's not good. If you're not happy with your hair, say it straight away or even the day or 2 days after. A couple of weeks? What happened in that period of time? If somebody is not happy in my salon, they cannot wait for a few weeks. I don't know what happened with the time between she left or he left my salon and 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks later. What's happening in that time? That's not, no, you cannot do that. A couple of weeks later, you cannot complain anymore.
I've never had anybody complain, ever.
That's my picture. He's seen my picture beforehand, so he knew how I looked. He knew how my hair looked. So if you're expecting this, in a Zoom date, and then all of a sudden you get that, I look like a whole nother person.
That's true. If you are expecting the first picture, it's scary.
And I thought she was going to cosmetology school, so...
Did you tell her that you were going to cosmetology school?
I had plans to go to cosmetology school.
I imagine. I'm planning to go to cosmetology school. And the other one is hearing I'm going to cosmetology school. I'm planning to win the Tour de France. And I hope somebody is hearing he won the Tour de France. What comparison is that? I don't know.
And during COVID, obviously everything was shut down. So I have been doing it kind of as a side gig, my side hustle. You know, she gave me complete creative control that day. She told me that she wanted something a little wild, so I thought I gave her something great.
Hey, she asked something wild and she looks like Kim Wilde. Mission accomplished, I would say.
What role her belief that you're going to cosmetology school?
So I had talked to her and told her that my plan was to go to cosmetology
That your
school.
plan was?
Yes.
Were you telling her, I can do it because I'm going to cosmetology school? Did you ever tell her that?
No.
And I say it's not very convincing. I think that the $300 was the part that you would say, I will do it.
I've been doing hair, like I said, on the side. I do friends and family. It is something I do talk of. I will sometimes post about it, but I've never had any complaints whatsoever.
And this is your work,
right?
what you're showing us
Yep.
now. Yeah.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This is not the same person. Is that client one that you had a color or a cut on it and a second client? Because that are two different persons.
Look, I think she sabotaged my hair because she can't date my brother
Excuse
anymore.
me?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh,
I
hell
think
no.
you
Okay.
sabotaged my hair.
Do we
because
have
you
any-
haven't- you
Your
want to
Honor,
get with my
I'm
brother.
Do we have any
Married.
evidence of
Yeah.
that? Do we have texts that is saying,
I'm married. I've got 3 kids at home, 2 baby daddies,
Oh, well,
and
well, yeah.
I'm
Would it be revenge?
there's no guaranteed satisfaction when you walk into a salon? There never is. People sometimes like the product, and if they don't like the product, they don't go back.
That is so true. But what I hear, I'm in Europe, and what I hear from America, the smallest thing that goes wrong, you can sue somebody. In Europe, it's not happening. They come back, they ask you to fix it. If you cannot fix it, they ask for the money back sometimes. But in the most cases in Belgium, if you're not happy with the result, you will never go back. And you will tell your friends, your family, your neighbors, everybody that you are not happy with that salon or that hairdresser. That's the thing that happens here in Belgium. But suing for an ugly haircut or hair color or perm, never happening.
How many hours was it?
It was about 3
Okay.
altogether.
Several hours. So if she showed up and did the work, then that's what you're paying for. And I understand you're upset. I'm not
service.
making light of that. And frankly, I have no idea why the guy got out of the Zoom date. I mean, we can't prove that it was because of the hair, okay?
Right.
We
Well-
can't.
I think there was a little bit of anxiety on his part if you see that blown up hair.
She didn't fraudulently get you to do it.
I don't know. I felt like the whole thing was a sabotage. I really do. I feel like I was.
Sabotage.
I feel like I was a practice
Oh,
subject.
Jerry, I'm about to Jerry it up in here.
Oh, not my house.
Oh.
That was another program. Now he's a judge. It's not the Jerry Springer show. So you cannot go on people. No. This is a court or something like that.
I understand you're unhappy, but the remedy cannot be that she gives the money back for doing the 2-3 hours work she did on your hair.
Thank you.
So the suit is dismissed.
Thank you, Judge
Thanks,
Jerry.
guys. Good luck to you.
Thank you. 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years of not doing hair.
I eventually will go to cosmetology school. Eventually.
I will never let Marie do my hair again, ever.
That are two logical things. The one will go to cosmetology school someday and they will learn that you cannot do a perm on bleached hair.